Hey guys, in this video I wanted to go over my sorc gear in D2 Resurrected's first character I made, just kind of go over everything a little bit. So Blizzard Sorc, pretty standard first MF character. I think it's pretty much the best for your first character. Super good for farming Mephisto. Also I did a lot of lower Kuros runs for runes. I didn't do very much Ancient Tunnels, which she's really good for as well if you want some of the rarest items in the game, like your Death's Fathom or your Death's Web, Tyrael's Might, stuff like that can drop in there, but I hardly did any of that in just a couple hours, I would say. I just kind of go over the we'll go over the gear first. So Heart of the Oak, actually a perfect roll. Was pretty lucky on this one. Before this, I think I used the Spirit Sword, so basically went to Spirit Sword, then straight into Heart of the Oak, and that was basically the weapon progression for this character. Don't bother using an Oculus. I think Spirit for hardcore is a lot better, as you get a lot of defensive stats, high mana, high vit, faster hit recovery. Oculus teleport can get you killed, and honestly, you just weapon swap for Magic Find on a character like this, since you're primarily going to be doing boss kills. Tal's Chest, I'm using a 3-piece Tal setup for the 3-piece Magic Find bonus. This gives you a lot of resist. Your Magic Find helps you hit the cast breakpoints for your spells. Tal's Emmy, I think before these two items, I think I used Viper Magi before this, and before Tal's Emmy, I used just some random rare amulet with like +2 cold skills, I think. Belt, Tal's Belt, again, a little bit of faster cast, a little bit of MF, stuff like that. Mana helps a lot on hardcore. I have a Shakeout. Normally it's B Topaz, but I was using this on another character before. But Shakeout, before this, I pretty much always use a 3-socketed Perfect Topaz helmet. Usually I rush straight to Mephisto, 3 Perfect Topaz helmet, and then farm it until the Shaco drops. That's what I've done like the past 5 sorcs I think I've played. Spirit, when you have a lot of resist, which I don't need the FCR on this, doesn't really matter, as long as it's 26. But they rolled 25 to 35, I believe. But on this character, it didn't matter, so I didn't need a higher roll. But typically, it's pretty hard to get all your resistances. You need pretty good gear. So before this, I think I used a Moser's with 2 perfect diamonds. But Spirit for the all the good stats, like I said, all that mana and Vit, FHR, all that stuff is really good. Mage Fist, just so I can hit a FCR breakpoint. You can use Trang's Gloves if you need the cold res, but this is fine. Nagel Ring, Magic Find Ring, whatever. Your rings don't matter too much, just whatever you're missing, whether it be like some resistances, stats, cast speed, whatever. War Trabs, just MF boots. You can also use just like rare MF boots, whatever. So basically this character idea is you stack a bunch of Magic Find, and then you do Mephisto runs over and over again. That's going to give you about 90% of your items in the game. Just load up on Life Charms. She didn't have all of her charms. I don't play her very much anymore, but Life Charms, MF Charms, stuff like that. I never got a Sorc Torch, so I don't have one of those. Just use a random torch. Cold Skellers, you don't really need any of these, honestly. This character strength is just loading up a lot of Magic Find and doing fast runs, so I'd say like Magic Find. High Magic Find typically is what you want, and then hitting your faster cast breakpoint for 105. Weapon swap Alibaba, you could use like a double isted one, or if you don't really need the, I use this for the resist swap, so I don't have really bad resist on whenever I weapon swap, but you could use like some kind of Magic Find shield, like a Rhyme or something, or isted shield if you really wanted to go that far, but that's pretty much the gear setup. Just stack up a lot of Magic Find, hit your faster cast, don't be able to die. Treat, so normally I'd max Glacial Spike, but it's like Blizzard, all Blizzard synergy, so that's Ice Ball, Ice Blast, but I don't max Glacial Spike on this character because playing hardcore, so I get 1 point Energy Shield, and then I max Telekinesis with the leftover points instead of where like a softcore character would probably max Glacial Spike. 1 point Warmth, and then 1 point Frozen Armor. Frozen Armor combined with Energy Shield and Telekinesis synergy is going to help you survive a lot of those really rippy TPs. You know, you TP into a bad, nasty pack of like Fanat or like Might Maulers or something like that, Dolls, whatever. It'll help you survive, give you time to react. Thing called Mastery Maxed. That's pretty much the character. Get strength to use a spirit eventually. Before you're going to use a spirit, you can have really low strength. You can have like 60 strength or something, be fine. Use all your gear, pretty much. Then just full dump into Vit, having a decent life pool over like 1,000. I think I started Mephisto now with like 900 HP or something, so you can do it pretty early. Merc gear. He's got a Colossus Vulge Insight, Duriel Shell, Ethereal, and then a Vamp Gaze. I've only found one Vamp Gaze, so it's a pretty bad roll. But for early Mephs, using something like a Kelpie Snare, the slow target is just like absurd how much survivability it gives your Merc on single target mobs, especially Mephisto, so something with slow targets really good early, but I kill Mephisto fast enough, even though I don't have that much like extra plus skill stuff on this character. 3.5k Blizzard's more than enough to melt him. So that's pretty much my Sorc. GG. Noobs.